Hey everyone, Fantasy Esther here, and we're back with another variations video. This week we're doing variations on the Margarita. Now on Monday I mentioned that the Margarita seems to be based on an old school recipe called the Picador. So I've got that one here for us today. But first I wanted to try a classic Margarita. So we held off with the agave syrup on this one and just went with your 2 parts tequila, 1 part lime, and 1 part triple sec. So we're gonna go ahead and see how that differs from Monday's with the agave. Definitely more sour. And you notice I didn't do the salt rims on these ones. You definitely can, but like I said, they are optional. And a lot of bars will make a point of using them. Because something I didn't mention on Monday is the other reason that they use the salt rim is because it makes you thirsty, so you drink more. Money making tip right there. Yeah, definitely more sour. I think I do like this version. I do tend to prefer the sweeter cocktails. This does remind me of a daiquiri at this point as far as that more sour tartness. Yeah, like it's delicious. It's classic, it's very simple, very easy to make. And that is our classic Margarita. So we use 2 ounces of our tequila, 1 ounce of triple sec, and 1 ounce of lime juice. Alright, our next one here is the Picador. It's got a kind of a fun name to say too. But we use lemon juice for this one because I mentioned that you could use lemon or lime. I really wanted to kind of make it different than the Margarita and more than just the orange liqueur we're using, so we did use the lemon juice for this one. And then we use Cointreau, which is actually what it specifically calls for in the 1937 Cafe World Cocktail Book. Now Cointreau has more of a strong orange flavor than triple sec, but it's not as sweet. So we're going to go ahead and see how that changed things. That's actually very smooth. I have to say I'm kind of sad that they swapped it for the triple sec and modern Margarita recipes. Yeah, you still get that sourness from the citrus, but it's not quite as tart as the lime. And with the Cointreau, you do get more of that orange flavor in there, so it's got a little bit more of a complexity to the flavor versus just a little bit sweet with the lime. But yeah, that's delicious. And I did swap it for a coupe versus Margarita glass because it's a recipe from the 1930s. I don't think Margarita glasses were really a thing then. But that is our Picador. We use 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of Cointreau, and 1 ounce of lemon juice. And you could substitute it for a different orange liqueur, but for this one, I highly recommend staying with the Cointreau. Now our last variation here, we stuck with the amounts of ingredients as far as the classic Margarita is concerned. So we did the 2 parts tequila, 1 part orange liqueur, and 1 part citrus. But we actually used an orange liqueur called Grand Marnier. Now Grand Marnier is a brandy-based orange liqueur, and they use distilled bitter oranges, and what was the other thing? And sugar. So it's basically brandy, bitter orange, and sugar. So we're gonna see how that changes things because it's going to be more of a kind of a deeper taste, and it does make it kind of a cool golden color. Oh, because of the brandy you get kind of a smokiness to it. And keep in mind I used the same tequila for all 3 of these, so that part didn't change. Yeah, it's got a cool depth to the flavor. Like, so you get a bit of that smokiness, kind of that like woody oakiness, and you get that orange still, but it's not as sweet as with the Cointreau. And then you get the tartness from the lime. This one's really good. Yeah, okay. So this is our Grand Margarita. We used 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of Grand Marnier, and 1 ounce of lime juice. Now, as far as favorites, it's kind of a toss-up between the Grand Margarita and the Picador here. The classic one's good, but it's kind of basic in flavor, right? It's pretty one-dimensional. So I think for today, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, we're gonna go with the Grand Margarita because it does have that cool depth to it. You get a cool golden color to it, and it's a really smooth cocktail. But that's our variations for this week. Now before you go anywhere, I wanted to let you know we are doing things a little bit differently next week. We're only doing one video, and it's our 100th video on this channel. I want to do something special for you guys. So it's going to be a little bit longer, but it's going to be going into some of the reasons why I started this channel, some of the changes you're expecting to see in the future, and some interesting bits that happened along the journey that I've had up to this point. So basically a blooper reel. But I hope you guys will stay tuned for that and check it out next week. And until then, please drink responsibly.